Uh, Hello once again. Uh, it has come to my attention that someone wants to know how I used to do portraits. Um, I have a whole bunch here. We'll pause for effect. Once again, remember, I am no one to you. Um, I am just a guy who used to draw a lot and took some classes. And these are portraits that I did of people. And people have asked, oh, how do you do them? And uh, even though I have been drawing for, 34 years, um, and I've gone to school and have a degree and whatnot, when I tell people the truth, sometimes they don't believe what I tell them. Uh, and even a young student who I help, when I tell him certain things, he does not believe it. So here I am telling you, uh, if you are a working artist, I guess the term would be, you are trying to you're young and getting that cashola in this, or whatever, in, what is it, 2026, late stage capitalism, whatnot. Uh, and you're trying to do portraits. I've told many people, if you're at least trying to do art and get art done and feel good about it, start with tracing. Tracing helps you feel good about getting the accuracy right. And also, when you're doing portraits, it's one less thing you're trying to do. For live demos, yes, by all means, you can't trace. But if someone hands you a portrait, trace it. You know, uh, a lot of times when people, because I also drawing for 34 years. Um, oh, I guess I could start this whole tracing thing and whatnot. But within my 43 years of drawing, or not 43 years of drawing, but 34 years of drawing, because I started drawing. We all draw when we're young. And as my teachers said in college and everywhere else, the only reason why people can tell me that I am talented is because I never stopped drawing. I keep a book everywhere I go in this world where you are constantly either, or before anything was online and you had to wait in lines for anything and you had to just stare at the back of someone else's head, or if you're in Wingstop or you're in a diner and you're waiting to get your food and you're wondering, oh my God, how did he become so talented? That's where I spent my free time getting good at drawing. Um, I keep small little note cards or notepads of art that I draw heads and faces on people. I keep pens in my pockets so that I am never without an opportunity to strengthen my eye-hand coordination, to practice my um, my scaling, sizing, and proportions, anatomy, geometry, turning forms, all these things that you hear uh, people talk about in these YouTube classes and whatnot, and you're trying to figure out, oh, how did they get so much better, or why is AI art and blah 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 blah, and you know everybody kind of cheats or is using technology to their benefit, if you want to look at it like that, to get things done faster. Um, what is it? I had Neil Adams from DC and Marvel, who drew Batman and whatnot, and I asked him, hey, you know, how is it that you get everything done so fast? And he says, I trace. He's like, I'm not going to lie to you. He's like, I trace it. He's like, I have a life. You see this wife that I have next to me? He's like, yeah, she would like to spend time with me. And it's like, I can't do that if I'm chained to my desk. So yes, I trace. And I tell my nephew this, and he looks at me like I'm lying to him. I'm like, stop driving yourself crazy. That was one of those things that uh, that even Adam said to me. He was like, no one cares about your creativity. They want to see your character in your book. Backgrounds are kind of secondary, so those are easy things to trace. Um, though you still have to get certain things right, um, which is where your schooling comes into play. Uh, knowing your perspective and the tips and tricks. So, the thing is, and I was talking to my brother about other things in life. Um, don't waste your time trying to make your art perfect because you don't know what's going to catch on in the zeitgeist of the world. I mean, if you've ever sat around and watched movies, or if you're studying your craft and making art and you want to make comics or make art and you're wondering why things take off, and quite honestly, no one can tell you. They can tell you that it's good, that it's catchy, or that it's a great idea, but no one really knows whether or not it's going to be a commercial success. So don't beat yourself up about that. If anything, what I've learned is kind of throw everything that you can at it and see what sticks and what coalesces and becomes cohesive. I know, what is it, the popular thing every artist says, if you want to find what your style is, draw more. And I believe that old axiom kind of works. You have to if you it or it's like being in love. You have to do it every day. If you want to get good at it, and if you want to express yourself, because no one can tell you. Asking what my style is like asking who you are, and you're a sum total of your experiences and whatnot. So it's like, how can I tell you what your style is if you can't spend time with yourself? Who are you with your influences uh, and what you want to do? I mean, for years as a young reading comic book artist uh, and wanting to be like so many other people, because as I grew up, Jim Lee was and all of Todd McFarlane, Wiles Porticio, Jim Larson, Eric Silvestri, and those guys. They left Marvel when I was in about, let's see, I think I was around. Spawn came out when I think I was in 8th grade, which was like 96. So, oh, you know what? It was like 93, 94 when they left. It was like as soon as Jim Lee hit #1 with X-Men, uh, with that double X-Men cover, um, they all left and formed Image Comic Books. Um, so, for a lot of young people at that time, they thought this was my chance to um, impress these guys. And I was a young person that thought I was going to be one of those young artists. Uh, Even though I was like a 5th grader. But, I thought, oh yeah, I'll submit my stuff and Jim Lee will think I am so cool. And let alone, I mean, also now in hindsight, um, oh wow, uh, Jim Lee is now the art director of DC comic books. Now, if you can't see my lines, that is completely fine because what we are doing here is lightly tracing over. We're not making any hard judgments right now because what we're going to do, and this is also another reason why you want to learn how to draw through objects, practice your perspective, and certain things like that, because you're going to need to lean on those in order to get the face to look the way you want to. And if you don't know those, your face will come out looking kind of wonky. But for right now, what we want to do is we want to get things in their proper landmarks. Maybe make some stylistic choices. And also, a lot of this is just the same techniques you learn in normal classes. Hatching, cross hatching, stippling. Yeah, and even some of the people from my from my from some of my art club meetings, they'll ask me some things like, "Oh, how do you blah blah blah?" And I'm like, and I don't know whether or not that's a thing um, that they kind of like teach people in school. Because I do remember, like, I think someone was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah," how to, and also if you do enough live drawings and stuff, you get used to the idea of a model moving around on you, and you just kind of deal with it like it's not a big deal. Or in some art classes, yes, since we're paying for your time for you to be a professional art model, it's like, yeah, we don't want you to move, so why are you doing that? Like, really, some people are actually trying to hone their skills, and we need you to stop. This is not the time for you to challenge us because the art model has fallen asleep. But no, like, totally going to a zoo and drawing the animals there while they move is a thing. Um, it's I would suggest you do it in the best of conditions. Um, so yeah, but otherwise than that, have at it. A lot of your favorite cartoons and animated stuff were made the same way. Brother Bear. The thing is, there used to be documentaries and things of that nature and if you watch those, they showed you, like, there's no secret sauce, um, other than the hard work you put into it, which is the secret sauce, I guess, really, because it's whether or not if you put in the work. I can tell that this is not going to look in the same style, in the same style, because I have changed as a person. But we're gonna try how to do that. We're gonna learn how to try to do this. Oh, this is my uncle, by the way. Um, he asked me to do a portrait of him, and I have been stalling. Um, so yeah, I have been stalling to do this for him. The conditions are not ideal. Um, the conditions are not ideal. I would have preferred that he given me a more crisp picture. As you can tell, he has elected to give me a portrait from with a filter on it. I curse the heavens when he sent it to me, and even though I would have told him, hey, send me another picture, to be quite honest, since I'm doing it for Friezos, I don't care. Because one, I feel confident enough that I could still make it look good. And also, I thought it would be a good challenge. For me. So we'll turn on the light. So, yeah. We just got a light outline. And after this, what we'll do is we'll take it, we'll apply line weight, hatching, cross hatching, stippling to give it three-dimensionality. And we'll show you, and I'll show you how, we at least make some stylistic choices to get that finished effect for a portrait.